Hey, what's up guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you week 4 for Champions of Galar. We are facing off against MattOshea this week. Definitely a tough opponent, especially because we're both 1 and 2. Both probably don't want to be in this position, definitely don't want to be in this position, and we're both definitely looking to win. Don't know how tough Matt's schedule gets for the rest of the season, but I know he definitely wants this win. I might be able to afford to lose this game, but obviously I'm not looking to do so with this team. So before we get into it, make sure you guys like the video and consider subbing to the channel. Definitely appreciate everyone's support this season. And go check out MattOshea as well. He's probably one of the best content creators out there for Pokemon Draft League. So definitely go check him out. His link is down below. So this team, I feel like this is definitely a MattOshea team, but I don't know if it's a team I would necessarily draft either. I don't think it's as scary as some of the other teams out there, but he definitely has threats against me. Terrakion being the first one. I feel like, yeah, Terrakion's just annoying to deal with. I do have a Clefable, which is kind of okay to take on the Terrakion, but not really, and you'll see that in the build. Nidoking resists Rock plus Fighting, but it's also Nidoking. Nidoking's gonna get out to bed, dies to Earthquake. It's not really resisting 2 hits from the Terrakion, especially if it's like Life Orb or Choice Band. That'll just wreck me. And it could also be Scarf, because Scarf would outspeed everything outside for like Speed Time Cobalion. I guess Scarf Zygarde, which doesn't get hit that hard, and he has a Tangrowth on the team. And Scarf, what's the horse Spectre, but Spectre is not going to kill Terrakion. No, I don't think Terrakion kills with Stone Edge in return. But anyway, Terrakion's great. Latios, it could be Psyshock or Psychic, and if it's like Life Orb, depending on my Clefable spread is, might be able to 2-hit KO. Choice Specs is also an option there. Could be a trick set. Draco Meteor plus Psychic just hits my team really hard. Don't really have the most reliable switch in. I guess Special Defensive Mandibuzz is okay, and like Ferroseed, I guess, is okay. But Victini doesn't want to take a Draco. Clefable doesn't want to take like a boosted Psychic. So Latios is definitely threatening. Scizor. It could be Banded. It could be Swords Dance. So Swords Dance, you probably want Bullet Punch, Knockoff, U-Turn, maybe even Brick Break or Superpower to hit the Cobalion and Ferroseed. So there's a lot of move slots that the Scizor wants to run. It could run Roost and Defog as well. It could be defensive. Which would be fine if we were defensive, because I do have a couple of mines that have fire covers on the team. Mainly the Victini is a pretty decent answer, but it doesn't want to take a knockoff, so Scizor is nice. Swampert, solid pivot into Rotom Wash. I can't really do anything to it unless I'm Trick Ring Target, which I'm not going to be this week, spoilers. And I guess Ferroseed kind of shuts it down a little bit, but Clefable can take it on fine, but Swampert's just a really reliable wall. He's great at using it. Would be surprised if it didn't come, though in my 2 mocks, it didn't come, so I guess it's a possibility there. Shoutouts to, who was it? Nally and Sven for giving mocks 6 weeks. Shout out to them. Toxtricity, I think that comes too. I think these first 5 are pretty close to guaranteed. I think Swampert does come, even though it wasn't brought into 2 mocks. I think it's just pretty nice as a pivot this game, and to get rocks up. Because I don't think you want to run Rocks Terrakion, and if you don't have rocks against me, I'm definitely okay with that. It'll allow me to take a lot better hits, as you'll see with the team. But Toxtricity, Specs really hits my team hard, but I could definitely see Scarf being an option, just outspeeding the Spectre and everything on my team that's not Scarfed. So that's pretty solid this game. Like my Clefable's not going to take it on, Mandibuzz doesn't take it on, my walls don't really take it on, outside like the Ferroseed takes it on fine. Porygon 2. He wants something for the Spectre, so it's either going to be Porygon 2 and/or Incineroar. At least one of them is going to come, and I think Porygon 2 is a little bit more likely. It just seems like it has a little more versatility in this defense, and pivoting is nice. I mean, Incineroar is pivoting too, and it takes on Victini better than Porygon 2, but outside of Victini, I think Porygon 2 handles most of my team better, so I think Porygon 2 is slightly favorable over Incineroar if he only brings one. He could bring both. I suppose, and Incineroar was brought to 2 mocks opposed to 1 with the Porygon 2. Yeah, Incineroar, I think that could come too. Tangrowth seems a little bit less likely. It would be, if he doesn't bring Tangrowth, then like Zygarde, especially if I'm banded, just goes in. So, I guess outside of like the Swampert could be like physically defensive too. Porygon doesn't want to take superpowers, so he might bring Tangrowth just to make sure he takes on the Zygarde well, but at the same time, he might expect me to just not run Zygarde anyway. Comfy, I think is pretty low chance for it to come. I have a couple steals, Victini, Clefable, Nidoking. I don't think it comes. Articuno, don't think it comes. I don't really see what it checks that well on my team. And Carbink, I don't think it comes. It could be a Victini answer, but it seems unlikely. So the approach I have with this game is make sure I check the Terrakion and Latios, try to get up Hazard, and sweep late game. So the first Pokemon I have to try to accomplish this is Unaware Clefable. This Unaware Clefable will allow me to take 2 Choice Banded Stone Edges from Terrakion after Rocks. And I have Unaware on this set over Magic Guard and Citrus Berry. So Citrus Berry will allow me to take Rocks, take the Banded Stone Edge, get Citrus Berry, and then I'll be at a healthy enough range where I'll live a second hit. And then either I can Moonlight, or I can Wish, or even go for Moonblast, depending on what the circumstances, or switch out and just go into something else in my team that could take on a Banded Rock move, which isn't much, but I do have things that can kind of take it on. But Moonlight will allow me to recover immediately if I need it, but Challenge to Aquarius for the idea. I had Protect. I think Protect is also fine in this set, but we'll go with Moonlight. If I lose, it's her fault. and Wish is there for my recovery, as well as potentially switch it off to other members on my team. Moonblast, to hit the Latios. Not worried if it's like a weakness policy agility set with my Clefable, because I am unaware, so I'm not going to be worried about the special attack boost or special defense boost that the Latios gets. And Fire Blast is there to hit the Scizor. I'll take a Scizor hit, even if it's banded, even if it's Sword Sand. I'll take the Bullet Punch and then should kill in return. Unless it's Berry, which it could come. I kind of doubt it, but I'm doing a lot of damage, and hopefully I'll be able to revenge kill the Scizor later on. So that's my Clefable. Next we got the Ferroseed. So Ferroseed is definitely coming. It's really cool check to a lot of mons. Really only the Incineroar and the Terrakion threaten it. And so I guess Scizor has knockoff, and that's fine. Latios has Mystical Fire potentially. It seems like a tough bring, unless you're like just 4 attacks or something like that. But Ferroseed is definitely annoying. There are a lot of moves I want to consider, like Spikes, Knockoff, Gyro Ball. I think, yeah, they were the 7 moves I was debating on this set, but I felt like I couldn't fit a Rock or anywhere else in the team. I wanted Toxic and make sure I hit like the Tangrowth and the Porygon too, and the Incineroar if it's like on a switch in. Leech Seed for recovery, and then Protect to make sure I get more Leech Seed recovery, or maybe Scout Out for like a Scarfed Toxtricity moveset or something like that. Even like Scarf Terrakion, I realize if it's a Scarf, or like Banded Scizor. So a lot of instances there where Protect's going to be nice with the Ferroseed. Also kind of would have been nice to have the Protect on the Clefable for those scouting purposes as well, but I think the instant reliable recovery is also pretty solid. But yeah, this is my dedicated Toxtricity answer, because Toxtricity can't really get past this unless if it's a subset, and I'm assuming that's not going to be the case. I have ways to get around like a sub-Toxtricity, but that's why I had Gyro Ball on the set to like make sure I don't lose with sub-Toxtricity set, hoping it's not going to be brought. Nidoking is here with Rivalry and Life Orb. So I do have, why don't I just run Sheer Force? Well, Sheer Force only gets boosted by Fire Blast, which is fine, but I even have like no special attack on the Nidoking. Fire Blast is there to hit the Scizor and to hit the Tangrowth harder. If it's AV, then I think Fire Punch would hit slightly harder, but if it's not AV, then Fire Blast hits a lot harder than Fire Punch, even with the high attack set that I have here. But Earthquake like does a lot of damage to the team, and I noticed he runs a lot of male Pokemon. His first 3 weeks, he only brought 1 female. Even his Swampert that he nicknamed Jill, I think he had it as male last week, just whatever with Jenning. That's usually not a priority focus there. But Nidoking, if it is a male Swampert, then I'll 2 a KO with Earthquake, unless it's physically defensive Swampert, which is nice. It's not the main purpose. The main purpose of Rivalry is to do like 97% min to Latios, which is 100% going to be male, because Latios has to be male, Latios has to be female. So with Rocks up, I'll definitely kill with the Sucker Punch. Actually, with the lowered attack, I believe it's 100% kill after Rocks. That might have been the reason, but I want a more physical bulk too. This allows me to take a banded CC from close combat from the Terrakion with the added defense bulk that I had. It was kind of weird to think of an EV spread here, but I think this is the best that kind of accounts for everything that I want the Nidoking to do. Toxic spikes are there. Toxicity probably comes and can absorb them fine, but for some reason, if it doesn't come or there's no removal, I could set up T-spikes or even like force the toxicity to come in at some point, which is a free switch to Ferroseed, which can get up rocks or toxic or leech seeds. So toxic spikes is fine there. I don't really know it. Maybe like sub is the last slot, or maybe even rocks and have spikes in the Ferroseed, but the Nidoking, for the most part, I want to be attacking anyway. Rotom is here next. This is a bulky Choice Scarf user, which kind of seems weird. Now I have Trick to get rid of my Choice Scarf, like on a Porygon 2 or the Tangrowth, which is nice. And then Pain Split to have Recovery. I had Dark Pulse and a lot of special attack for a while in the set to a KO a Latios after Rocks, but I figured just having longevity, taking hits from like the Incineroar, which kind of tough for me to take on otherwise, and I take a Terrakion hit, I believe. What does it say in my notes? Yes, I take a Life Orb, Terrakion, Stone Edge after Rocks with my Rotom, which is great. Now, I won't kill Terrakion unless if it gets a defense drop from close combat, but this is fine. I can Volt Switch and go into Clefable and take it on fine. And I have other ways to get past Terrakion with this team, but because I said it was goals to get up hazards and take hits, which were the first 3, and then sweep at the last 2. So Rotom is here just as a pivot and a speedy option. It does a little bit of everything, and that's what makes Rotom a lot better than what it appears at first glance. But one of my 2 sweepers is going to be Spectrier. With a weird EV spread for sure. This will outspeed Latios. I did have more speed to outspeed, like a Scarf Incineroar, or even like a Scarf Swampert, which Scarf Swampert's not really a thing against my team. Scarf Incineroar, I guess, could be a thing, but Rotom and Clefable should take it on fine. Even like Nidoking can take it on okay. Not my last member, but Spectrier is here. It can take an not attack boosted Incineroar knockoff, which is a thing, I guess. It also takes a banded Stone Edge from Terrakion after Rocks, which just shows how bulky Spectrier can potentially be. Hopefully I can set up Nasty Plats, taunt the Porygon if it's going to be a like a Recover Toxic set, especially if I can get T-Spikes up, or if I get a Toxic on it with my Ferroseed, I might be able to beat Spectrier just with my my Spectrier, just making sure that it can't recover up, and then I get Nasty Plots up. Mudshot's, like, I think does like 40% at +6 special attack, so it's not doing a lot, but it'll do a little bit of damage. And if it's not going to be able to recover, then I'll be fine. In the last slot is the GOAT Cobalion. I had Salic Berry for a while in the set. Zen Headbutt I kind of felt like I had to have as like an insurance to hit the Toxicity harder, even though I take a lot of damage from a Toxicity hit. If it's Scarf, if it's Specs, I won't take a hit, but I will outspeed, which is nice. I don't kill, but I do a lot of damage with Zen Headbutt. But close combat plus Mega Horn hits everything else in the team. I think if it's max HP Scizor, I kill with 2 close combats after Rocks, unless there's leftovers. So that's definitely nice with the Cobalion. And I could take a little bit of hits. Like, I believe I take a Specs, Latios, Drake and Meteor. No, I take a Drake and Meteor, but I also take a Psychic from Specs Latios, which I don't know if that comes this game. With Mandibuzz being around, it could come, I guess, Specs Draco, but I kind of doubt it. But if it has to, it could take the hit and kill and return Mega Horn. So yeah, that's my team. Definitely aiming to get this win, so let's go into battle and hope we can do so. Alright, so we see he has the female Incineroar and the female Swampert. So definitely unfortunate. Let me write that down. Female Toxicity is male. Swampert is female. Terrakion is neutral. Porygon 2 is neutral. So the game plan is to Volt Switch turn 1 with the Rotom Wash and go from there. If he leads with the Swampert, then I can go into my Ferroseed. This seems like a pretty solid lead for me. What is his... Oh, Intimidate, sure. What is his Hydro Pump answer? I think I just Volt Switch on this. You probably go into Porygon 2. because I don't think you go into Swampert and take a Hydro Pump. So I think I'm pretty safe with this lead. I guess we could find out if he's Scarfed or not. Not the greatest switch-ins. If I just Volt Switch and he stays in, but he's going to stay in. Okay. I like that damage. Let's get that calc up there. It looks like 25-ish%. Level 50. Maybe I should have just gone for a Hydro Pump. That would have been nice for my my spec chair. It's not the most important thing, but it definitely would have been nice. Especially if he goes for a big hit right here. Knockoff, okay? 202 down to 40 damage. And let's see how much damage I actually did. So 25-ish%, maybe 26% with the Rotom Wash. So that could have been just max HP and a big roll there. Knockoff to my Clefable. Looks like max attack adamant. Yeah, so I'm going to stay in and go for a Moonlight. We want to stay healthy. He goes for a Taunt, okay. So I can't Moonlight. I guess he sees I'm Moonlight. So he should suspect something's up. Yeah, I'm going to just go into my Rotom Wash here. It looks like it's just a lead and just meant to be a nuisance, which is fine. Clefable taking that hit's unfortunate. It's going to be harder to be switching to Terrakion later, especially if I lose my my item here. Yep, I figured he was going to go for a knockoff. That's a lot of damage. Man, and I'm like pretty defensive Rotom Wash. I guess it just does that much damage from Adamant. Yeah. I don't think you stay in here. I think I'm fine going for a Volt Switch again. I think you preserve this and go into Porygon 2. But I'm pretty sure, like, even if I get this Volt Switch off on the Incineroar, +2, what's it called? +2, Mudshot should kill the Incineroar, so he's not going to stay in. Goes into Porygon 2, cool. We're going to see this does about 14%. Porygon 2. It might not be special defensive, kind of tough to tell. So I'm going to come in with the Ferroseed. And I actually want to Toxic. Getting Rocks up would be great, but if I get a Toxic on this Porygon 2, it's going to set up my Incineroar really, or it's going to set up my Spec Chair to win because the Incineroar is getting weakened. Let's see. Okay, so this comes out. And hopefully I land a Toxic on this. This is probably the next best thing to get Toxiced. The Flare Blast should come off here. It could also be a Taunt, I suppose. But I'm definitely going to Protect. We'll see if he makes a double switch or something like that, but I'm fine if that's the case. I'm just racking up poison. So it's pretty close, if not in range of, it should be in range of a +2 hit. Now let's see, Rotom Wash to Incineroar, Flare Blitz. Doesn't kill me. You might go for the Momentum here, but that's fine. It's also taking a lot of damage, so I don't know if he wants the Incineroar to do that yet. Yeah, but I'm definitely good that the Spectre is in range of killing this. Oh yeah, because it's not special defensive. If it's special defensive, it might be in range to take a +2 hit, but definitely not at this range. So let's see, Rotom Wash to the Incineroar. It's not going to kill me. Close combat, that probably kills me. Oh, it doesn't. Nice. Yeah, I am pretty good to go for a Hydro Pump here and claim to kill. If he stays in, or if he goes into Porygon, I just go for a Pain Split. And he might not expect me to have, if I miss, that'd be pretty bad. Let's see, I imagine you switch, you could go into Latios, but Like, I'll get some chip. So let's see how much I'm doing. Like 23, 24%. Latios. Yeah, so like no bulk. No bulk. Latios. Mystical Fire does a ton to my Ferroseed, and that'd be quite unfortunate. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Mystical Fire could kill me if he specs. Psychic. Okay. 151 down to 121, 30 damage. So let's see. That might be specs. Low roll from specs. Modest. Twisted Spoon. Alright, let's see. Twisted Spoon. It could also be like Modest Soul Dew. Do I risk if it's Modest Soul Dew? It does 124 damage to me. I think I do. I think I do risk it and go for a lead seed here. I don't think you'd be Modest on this team. Okay, cool. Get a little bit of recovery here. Oh, but I miss. That's unfortunate. Now, do I go into my Clefable and predicting him to go for a taunt and switch into like terrakion? It's an option for sure. It'd probably kill off the Incineroar, but I'm fine going for a Protect here. So yeah, it's probably Timid Specs Latios. Do I let the Rotom go down, or do I let the Clefable take this hit? Or do I go into Nidoking here? Incineroar, level 50. Flare Blitz does so much damage. What do I need Nidoking for? It could take a Terrakion hit, I guess. Now I can Pain Split on the Swampert. Yeah, I think I'd probably save this. I think T-Spikes are pretty free if I can... Oh, they're not free because Toxicity exists. Yeah, but my Rotom's going to go down here. Knock off. Okay. I think I just go into... Do I go into Nidoking and go for the kill? I reveal my item, so probably not. I can go into my Spectrier because it won't let the Terrakion in. I go for Shadow Ball here. Yeah, I'll pick up the kill, and then I switch into Clefable. Yeah, you switch out. Sure. Okay, Shadow Ball does nothing. You can Toxic here. Thunder Wave. All those things would be kind of annoying, but also teleporting into Terrakion would be pretty annoying. So I think I go into Clefable here. Try to not let the Terrakion come in. Discharge. Okay. So that's like 47 damage. Level 50, discharge. Yeah, maybe a little bit of special attack. Let's see, can I see info? No, it doesn't have a special attack boost. It could be analytic. I think I just Moonlight here. We'll see if he catches that Moonlight over soft boil and go for a toxic here. Teleport. Okay. So now I'm at full health. No Scizor. The Incineroar is gonna die if it switches in. Toxtricity could come in and go for a Volt Switch. So I could go into my Nidoking on that. Yeah, I imagine Toxtricity comes out here. Ferroseed is like a safe switch in, but then Terrakion's annoying. Though I do have the Clefable, but Clefable's not going to take 2 hits. Sinbad comes out. I'm definitely going into Ferroseed here. If you Volt Switch, is what it is. Hopefully you're not sub. Let's see, Ferroseed to Toxtricity. Boom Burst. Okay, I'm fine with this. So 121 to 84. 37 damage. That's actually Timid Specs. I go for a Leech Seed here. Gonna have to crit. If I miss this, this is unfortunate. Okay, I don't miss. Nice. Yeah, so Choice Specs. I take another. Protect is obvious. Yeah, I go for another Leech Seed, even if the Incineroar comes in. I'm gonna get a little bit more HP recovery at least. Let's see, that is Jill, the Swampert. Okay, I'm definitely good with this. Yeah, I'll recover a decent amount of HP on this. It is Specs Toxtricity. So it could be Scarf Terrakion. And I'm gonna get rocks up here. Flip turn could come out. I could go for Protect. Let's see, we make the double in 2. Oh, I mean, I'm fine with this. I imagine the Terrakion comes out, but I don't know if I care either. I think I just go for Protect. Like, if you go for Swords Dance, I do have the Clefable, Rock Polish. I have the Clefable. So the Incineroar is dead. It definitely did damage, so I'm sure he's fine with the amount of work it did. Terrakion comes out. Yep. I think I just go into my Clefable. Don't really care. Close combat. Cool. 48 damage. Not eject. Clefable to Terrakion. I think it's Scarf. Yeah, that's gonna be Scarf. I mean, it could also not be Scarf, but I can get a Wish up. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, I like that chip damage with the rocks, and I can bring the Ferroseed right in. I should take this hit and get a lot of HP recovery back. I imagine you just go Terrakion here. But I'm almost confident that it's Scarfed, and it's Timid Specs. Yeah, Boom Burst, even with a crit, might... I don't think it kills me. It does 70 max, I'm at 71. Interesting switch out. So I'm gonna just get a leech seed up here with my Ferroseed. Yeah. Give me all that HP. Yeah, I'm liking the position of Ferroseed in this game with the Incineroar down. Especially if the terrakion's locked into whatever moves it's going for. It went for 1 close combat. Scarf. Terrakion. 151 down to 84. That's a decent amount of damage. 67. Let's see. I mean, I have no physical defense, physical bulk. How much did I say it'd do? 67. That is adamant Swampert. Yeah, I go for a protect here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so adamant. Okay, that's interesting. Very offensive Swampert. I don't think it's banded. I suppose it could be scarfed. Yeah, I don't think I'm that worried about anything switching in for me to go for a Leech Seed. Especially just stay in with the Swampert. 134 down to 71. So that's like 63 damage. Yeah, adamant. I suppose maybe it's Jolly. I think a protect here is pretty obvious. Don't know if I really care either. Okay, you switch out. At least he would have been nice there. Terrakion comes out. Okay. I suppose you could be set up. But we're gonna go for protect anyway. I'm under the assumption I had a scarf based on it being specs, Toxtricity and specs Latios. Poison jab. Okay. Now I switch out into Nidoking here to be safe. Alright, so you're gonna stay in. So you're not scarfed. Close combat. Wait a minute. Hey, I'm doing nothing. Just writing a letter to my sister. It's pretty crazy. I haven't seen her in years. It's weird because
what you say, that you only meant well, 'cause you did what you say.
Fable 2, Terrakion, I think it's Scarf. Yeah, that's gonna be Scarf.
What you say.
Okay. 162 down to 111, so 51 damage. Two. My Nidoking, close combat, doing 51 damage, just a Jolly Terrakion. You probably go for an Earthquake here, but yeah, do I just let you down to an Earthquake? It's gonna kill me unless we get the low roll. I think I go into my Clefable. I want the Sucker Punch for the Toxtricity, honestly, and the Latios. Earthquake, okay. 154 down to 102, 52 damage. Clefable. Poison Jab. Not gonna kill me unless he's E-Built. And honestly, I'm fine going into my Cobalion here. Definitely risky, but I think I have enough resources, and I live a hit anyway, so it's mean I'm not gonna have any switch into Terrakion in the future. He is gonna stay in. Let's see what he goes for. Poison jab, perfect. Okay. I stay in and go for a close combat. Yeah, I mean, you could switch out into Latios. But I'm fine getting that damage on it. Taking rocks damage. Ooh, that's nice. But I don't live a Specs Latios hit after rocks. So we'll go into my Clefable here. We'll sack this. We'll see what the Latios is locked into, and I can get a leech seed up. And yeah, he doesn't have great switch-ins. Oh, you're gonna double, huh? Go into terrakion. Okay, get a little bit of rocks chip. Now poison jab doesn't kill me. He could be expert belt. Do I just want to go for the expert belt hit? I kill with a moonblast here. Yeah, I'm gonna just go for that. If he kills, it means he's expert belt. An expert belt 100% kills me. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's not expert belt. And I get a moonblast off. I don't know if I kill, but I do a ton of damage. Okay, I barely don't kill. Special attack drop, nice. It might not be able to switch into to rocks, which is nice. Yeah, that's looking pretty close to it. Oh no, it does, because it only takes 3% from rocks. Yeah, I kind of went for a quick moonblast there. But yeah, I'm definitely good for taking a bunch of damage. I don't know what the item is. It could be whatever that berry is. Okay. Choppleberry. That's the item I'm thinking of. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm still fine because the Cobalion can take a hit. You know what? I can go into you and just go for Sucker Punch. I don't really know what your switch-in is. It might... I should kill. I didn't even calc this, but... yeah. I might kill with a Sucker Punch. Maybe you think I'm scarfed. Yeah, but I get to kill the Nidoking. Clefable is down, but terrakion is down. Don't know if the Latios has Mystical Fire. Definitely something I have to consider, but... The Toxtricity is male, so I am doing boosted damage with my Sucker Punch against it. No. Oh, it is male. Yes, it is male, so that is definitely a good benefit to have. So it's Latios, Swampert that's weakened, Porygon 2, and Toxtricity. Porygon 2 comes out. You're just not strong enough. Do I just go into Porygon or Cobalion on this Porygon? I think so. Close combat does a lot of damage. A Para would be unfortunate. Ice Beam comes out. Cool. 30 damage. No freeze. I have like 2 minutes left, so I do have to consider that. Yeah, I think I just go for a close combat here. Yeah, because I don't want to let the Latios in for free. I don't kill the Porygon, but I'm doing a ton of damage to it. Cool. We'll see if you go for Discharge or go for Teleport or Recover. Discharge. Okay. It shouldn't kill. Don't get a Para. Sweet. Yeah, we just go for another close combat here. Yeah, Para would have been probably unfortunate. I think I might outspeed anyway. But I am not in range of a terrakion hit, so That is something to note, but my Spectre is looking pretty good. Especially because I know the Toxtricity is not Scarf, so I will outspeed it. And get a Mudshot off, which is actually going to do a lot. Yeah, I'm like the position of my Spectre endgame here. So, Porygon 2 is dead. Latios comes in. We have 1:51 left, which is plenty of time. Yeah, I go for Mega Horn here, if you want to go for like a trick or something like that. Or if you go for a Roost. Wait a minute. $151 down to $121.30 damage. So let's see. That might be Specs. Low roll from Specs. Ooh, that's nice. But I don't live a Specs Latios hit after rocks. That's a good example. Yeah, Mega Horn should kill. I figured it was like no bulk early on in the game. Cobalion the GOAT. Getting another kill. Sweet, sweet. Toxtricity would be ideal if that came out, because I can Zen Headbutt it. Sinbad. Okay, yes. I'm definitely good with this. Give me a Zen Headbutt. I think I kill, because I know it's Specs, unless if I miss. Okay, I don't miss. Come on. Just misses out on the kill. Shift gear. Wait a minute. Hey guys, just thought of the funniest thing. Let's see, Ferroseed to Toxtricity. Boom Burst. Okay, I'm fine with this. 37 damage. That's actually Timid Specs. Give me a Zen Headbutt. I think I kill, because I know it's Specs. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was Specs. I have Sucker Punch on the Nidoking. Yeah, I mean, I just stay in here and get the kill. Go into my Ferroseed. My Spectre should take a hit from the Toxtricity. Regardless, I'll go into Ferroseed. It'd be cool if I got a kill with it. Go for Elite Seed. Okay, because the, let's see, 96. I don't know why I thought it was Specs. Do I land? Sweet, okay. So that is a 2-0 win. Because Spectre is living a hit no matter what. Cobalion can go for the speed tie. I might risk it because I don't... differential kind of matters, so... It's like very low priority of it happening, but I guess it technically... Oh yeah, this is alive. I forgot about that. Don't think I really care either. I just protect. Yeah, totally forgot this was alive. Don't think it would have changed any plays I made. I suppose unless if it's scarfed, but... this could kill me. We'll go for Elite Seed. I think that's a better play to go for the Elite Seed than go for the double protect. Okay, he does pick up the kill. Spectre should kill the Swampert. Like, even a crit's not gonna kill me. So, yeah, your team has an Incineroar, and your team has a Porygon too, but let's see the end result here. The Spectre is still sweeping. Spectre is just a lot of fun. Now, I don't outspeed Scarf. Okay. Well, I don't outspeed Jolly Scarf Swampert, but don't think I ever found out officially what the item was on the Swampert, but I know it was Adamant. No, I knew it was Adamant, so it definitely wasn't outspeeding me. So, good games to Matt. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this win. Unfortunately, he's down to 1-3, but I'm at 2-2. So, right in like the borderline mix in the playoffs. I think I'm maybe borderline out of the playoffs based on how everything is, but I got plenty of time. So yeah, go check out Matt's channel down below. But yeah, Spectre and Ferroseed definitely putting in work, and Cabalion. some mons I feel like are pretty underrated. But yeah, until next time, later guys.
Hey Sarge, listen to this. Dear sister, by the time you read this, I'll be dead. This is how I think it's gonna happen. Dave will shoot me, then I'll shoot Dave, then Eric will enter and get shot by Dave. Then you'll come in and get shot by Eric, Dave, and I multiple times. Love, your brother Keith. P.S. Then 2 cops will read this letter and shoot each other. Now, isn't that the most ridiculous thing you've